Joining us here, we have MakoMart TC. Let's take a look at the loadouts here. At the start, we're going to see Detonation Gaming first. A K-Pro and Umbrella, no surprises there. Menshino going with the Tri-Slosher here. Menshino is a Slosher main. And of course, if it's Okuda, you know it's going to be on a heavy Splatling. And Kibber, as this match start, I'm curious, what role do you think heavy Splatling can play in the current meta?
I'm not really sure, honestly. I think heavy Splatling is really difficult in this meta. With Stingray, armors. It's really difficult, I think.
Difficult to make it work. Okuda's been one of the few. This push is already starting already. Just way too much speed. Sorella leading the charge here. Detonation Gaming, of course, going with the K-Pro here. Anytime it's tower control, you might see a little bit of that. Already firing at two people there on the top side. They've zoned them all back there. This is already going in a hurry. Kibber, this is starting to look pretty ugly here at the very beginning.
Like I say, after you get the first checkpoint, you can get so many points. And they already got the second checkpoint. You're looking for the last one.
Oh, just barely hanging on here. Almost a mercy rule at this point. Hiragi doing his best to try to sit. Hiragi had one of the best performances last week on this Pentatech. Still one of the people who's able to make this work. They're going to have to get this Brella off. A Booyah Bomb will do it, but this is still already on the 11 points, man.
On 11, they were 1 point away from getting the last checkpoint.
As someone who's always played frontline weapons, I'm curious, you don't play as much CDS. Do you think that just doesn't fit your team's playstyle, or do you think that maybe CDS people are maybe overhyping a little?
I don't think they're overhyping this weapon, but in my case, I think CDS is really difficult to master. Like, it's a very good weapon, but you have to be really good at duties in order to make it work. And well, right now, I would say it don't fit my playstyle. I don't mind using it, but it doesn't really fit my playstyle, so I cannot play my best when I use it.
Sure, that makes a lot of sense, and I think it is one of those weapons that you have to understand, like, your team has to be willing to kind of help around and support, as we see Ryukun getting a nice pick there. Ryukun, for those of you who don't know, the first person to get 3,000 XP, of course, that was many moons ago, many metas ago, and using a ballpoint Splatling, but, of course, still a very strong player. The K-Pro going to go ahead and get another sweep up here. Another very quick action. That is Veki there on that weapon, and right now, again, it just seems like there hasn't been any footing for Gekka Raimei. I don't know, do you think it's them being outgunned, or do you think it's just been too hectic for them to establish any footing?
I think they will struggle to go in right now because they lack a lot of control. They're not trying to go together, as you can see the Slosher and Pentatech going in the 2v4 situation, which is now in their advantage. They should try to regroup, to push one side all together with one or two special, to get the control back of mid.
And on this map, in this situation, when you're pushed out, is there a specific spot that you try to go, or is it like you just try to go where the opponent isn't?
I would say since they have a Pentatech and a Slosher, they should try to play on sides, go for flanks and etc. to get picks from the flanks, or just being sneaky and then following up like they're currently doing.
I agree entirely. Right as you said that, he landed at the perfect spot and almost got two people down. And this is a wicked angle for this spray. That's going to zone everybody way out. Hiragi got behind them all, but ran into the one person you don't want to run into as the T-Tech, which is the Umbrella. Thankfully, Ryukun was up there to help as well. And if this goes big on the Inkjet, this might be a big push. Able to get one. Needs to find this pick. Oh, couldn't get it.
Almost.
Oh, if he had gotten that.
Almost. He almost got the kill on this beta.
If he had gotten that Inkjet one shot, that might have been... I mean, I know that two went down at that point, but they might have been able to keep that going.
I'm pretty sure they would have got this second checkpoint. But yeah, the game is still over. They can come back.
So plenty of time left, 45 seconds. And, the interesting thing here is because they don't have a Stingray, they are going to have to be able to do something to mitigate that. And, that's really the thing that we've seen so much CDS over the course of this event. It really just does seem like even if they aren't familiar or comfortable running backliner, they at least want to have a Stingray. Even it's really been every mode almost. It hasn't been just a Rainmaker or tower control thing.
I'm not really sure what they use CDS because I think Shadow is still good in tower control, but I guess they want more mobility, so they go for CDS and Stingray spam.
3, 2, 1. This game was over a little bit ago after that
already.
first push didn't go the distance, but you can see right there, goodness gracious, that's about as much control as you'll see at this level.
Yeah, like I say at the beginning, once you get the first checkpoint, getting many points is so easy. You even saw them. They got the second check.
Desperately wants to get into the winners column today, and Detonation Gaming currently sitting at 2-2. It is a best of 5, so there's still plenty of time left. And now we see the vanilla splash coming out of Coop and Hiragi. So, okay, Kibber, this is the perfect time for me to ask. You used this weapon a little bit in the last event that we got to cast over. Was that just for fun? Do you think this weapon has real potential? What's your take on it?
I think this weapon has real potential, but you need someone to help you out because you don't have a lot of range, as you know, with this weapon. But this weapon paints more than Tentatech, and I guess that's why they use it, because you get a fast injet and you paint more, even if you have a Toxic Mist instead of a Splat Bomb.
Yeah, it does seem like it really helps with the snowball. And speaking of the snowball, look at this. There's nobody left. The's only one person.
Only one person defending.
This could be it at the start, and just a little bit too far overextension. But Rio's going to continue the punish. He's going to get 3.
Almost.
Missing.
That was still a very good push at the beginning.
All the way down to 16, and I think you called it exactly right there. They had the snowball, and whenever you have, you seemingly always have an inkjet when you use a beat splash, so it seems like there's always enough resources to get the push, and that's a great Stingray because now if they're able to get 1 or 2 more picks, they can start a second push. And Hiragi got a double.
Double kill. They wiped him. And chain up, getting a triple kill. A quad. Oh my god. And they're going in.
They got a second Stingray out too. Okay, this game's been over for like a game. That was annihilation, dude. That was so cool.
Oh my god. That's why I love Ninja. I love seeing a Ninja. You get so many kills with it when you're good with it.
Well, yeah, that'll tell you right there. Look at that 10 right there. That played against, was it FT Win in the World Championship? Clan Blitz Arowana Mall? What do you generally look for on this map specifically in Clan Blitz?
In Clan Blitz, I would say pushing from the close. It's the safest spot, I would say. But it's also hard. This map is really hard. It's really complicated. You can see push from everywhere and they're mostly predictable.
We do see Menchino switching over to the brush here. Menchino did break out the brush last week as well. Of course, using brush and slosher is a pretty interesting move. But look at Okuda waiting for that first Stingray to be done to counter the Stingray here. Now, the Stingray did take out one of his teammates, so not getting one there is kind of a waste because you put your team in, like, I guess a pseudo 3v4, and then if you don't get somebody as a result, that just kind of staggers it the other way. So we already see Mutant Keiki here on the Sorella Umbrella pushing this way, and they've got good control here at the start.
Looking very good for Detonation Gaming. They're trying to get control before making a football. Yeah, preparing the fear, waiting for the signal to end, and then they will probably push.
Very nice.
That bowler. Nice.
Oh.
And now they're gonna make a football, I guess. I mean, they're struggling to get counts.
Okay. A little sloppier than I think we were expecting to see there, but they at least got the score. They're going to leave 4 or 5 clams right by the basket there, but I mean that really was methodical the way they spent Knitting Take up here and still here. But it just seems like once that flank happened and as soon as they engaged, the rest of the team moved up to attack.
Forcing that team pretty early. That's good for Detonation Gaming.
Battle here in the middle. Little hopping. Gotta love it. And we see Ku again now switching over to the CDS and getting a pick right there. Back on the dualies, this guy is just a monster, but Again, it does seem like the Stingrays have been very, very timely there. They haven't really got a push for free. You saw they might have been trying to set up a jump there, but Ryu got taken out way too quickly for Menshino to jump in. And I mean, even at this level, just that one power clam wouldn't have done a lot for them.
DetonatioN Gaming getting a football finally. And they will do the same push, I feel like. Trying to get picks, painting around. Oh, no. Never mind, I think so.
Tricky. Oh, very, very timely. Stingray, he should be fine now. Well, okay, can we get it? Okay. I was going to say, if Mirin gets away from that, then that's just not even fair. But, I mean, in this situation, though, when you have a power clam, but it's in the middle, and now 2 power clams, like, how do you move in? Because it seems like this entire time, Menshino's kind of been stuck and hasn't been able to push through. Do you come up with some sort of trick, or do you just try to go in where you can?
I would say you just have to go in when you can. At this point, you have 2 proclams, so your opponents have the information on 2 of your teammates already, and you can only wait for whoever don't have a football to get kills, I would say.
Another big pick. Very, very nice. Down to 38 now, 35, and this is going to be it looks like. Well, Mirin Cake's still here, came back in, I think, jumped, and now goes down. Surely that's the end of it, but a big, big push there, a big opening for them, and kind of like in the tower control game, now all they have to really do is just not make any disastrous mistakes, and they should be okay.
Right now we can see Gekka, Raimei having 30 clams in, 2 power clams. It's looking very scary for DetonatioN Gaming. Oh, never mind. 2 goes down to V2 situation. Super down. I wouldn't say that was a good idea to jump here.
Yeah, save it instead and try to regroup for a bigger push, because they're not going to have enough time. Like, they're going to really have to hurry to build another power clam, and all the time they spend doing that, they're going to give mid back.
And
we're actually going to get to see, I think, a little replay of maybe what happened earlier. No, they already got the score in, so okay, we are right back where we were.
It's looking very good for DetonatioN Gaming right now. They're having a strong defense.
You can see that they've got Mirin Cake up and closed there, so that's going to be their Brella. It's going to be very difficult for anybody to go that way. And yeah, actually, Ryu-kun just ran right into it, so the armor is going to come out to counter the Stingray. Menshino needs to come up huge, but now Menshino's taking some damage, and it's just enough right now. They might be able to get the baller in, but it just seems like a little too late.
They just go for climb running time and sweep down on the DetonatioN Gaming side. Only Reki trying to defend. Getting the pick on Ryu-kun.
This is a little scary here. They got somebody through, so they actually gave up closed.
But they don't have any more. They don't have any clams. Someone jumping before clams. Oh, some random clams respawn. It's looking very scary. It's only the brush. They're looking both sides. It may be game. Yeah.
There goes the brush. Oh, and there goes a game. That was a pretty nice response there at the end. You saw that they'd kind of divided them there. They got the 3 down, and Reki kind of had to make a choice if he wanted to go for open or closed. And he went closed, but then as a result, they gave up open, and at that point, it just kind of was a matter of running out of time. If they'd had another 30 seconds, maybe that could have gone, but desperation kind of changes how you play. How they attack it. Turf war here on the Reef. Gekka Raimei needs to get a victory here to keep themselves in this, and I'm curious to see what we're going to have on the comp side. We have a Rapid, a K Rapid, a Kensa Rapid coming out of Reki here. What are your thoughts on the Kensa Rapid?
4-4, I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, you will pressure a lot, that's for sure, but for painting, you have to rely a lot on your teammates. So I'm kind of curious what they will actually do on the DetonatioN inside. And Cool actually getting a pick right off the bay.
Ooh, that's 2. Very
Game
nice
3.
already. Yeah, great start by Detonation Gaming here. They're making the Kensa Rapid work. I think it's really interesting that it's Kensa Rapid on Turf War. I guess it's just a matter of wanting the baller. Like, I'm sure there's more to it than that, but we all know what baller is capable of on this map.
And it seems like they put Mirroring King on Splash, and they're waiting for him. They're waiting for him to paint the entire map. I think the strat is having 3 slayers, 3 people slaying, and 1 person actually painting the map, as you can see right now.
Yeah, we have a Neo Splashmatic doing exactly that, moving up again here. You know, this is one of the first games in a long time that I've seen 2 Slosh Decos. Feels like an age long gone that this weapon was seen so often. I missed it, man.
I miss it as well. Especially when I have one teammate called Poncho and using it.
Man, I miss Blancho. Come back, Blancho, please. I'm sure you have important things going on right now, but the Slosher mains need a hero. And you can see on the map right now, there's just not a lot of gaps on even their own side of the map. It seems like they've been very, very thorough about covering it, but it does seem like, to a certain extent, it's somewhat formulaic. You defend the bridge, you have your specials at the right time, but actually Ryu broke through there with a double, and now Hiragi only has 1 shot to take out the Kensa Rapid here, but the Rapid's going to hit the shot with a little bit of help from a burst bomb, but now it's just the Rapid. That goes down, and actually Gekka Raimei has an opportunity to open this one up.
And instead right now using VR and painting sides. It's looking very interesting right now. I wonder how Detonation will actually have found an answer to come back from that, since Gekka Raimei already have the control of the bridge and they want to keep it until the end.
Could be a big baller. If it gets a pick, Gekka Raimei might have this game. Going all the way over to the side here, but now Menchino's not going to have an opportunity to do anything. How did he get away from that and does get taken out at the very end? This is going to be so crazy, but I think that Detonation moved in a little bit. Need to stay alive. Another one goes down. K-Tune, how are you still up? Just a few seconds left. I'm not sure how this is going to go.
I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure.
All right.
I think it's Detonation.
Judge?
Yeah.
Wow. That 150 points about. I did not expect it to be that big of a difference. Goodness gracious.
Very scary.
That is, wow, 2,500 points. And that's a win for Detonation Gaming there. They take that set 3